are at the end of Ironman 70.3 Asia Pacific Champs in Auckland. We've got our winner, Kat Morrison. Outstanding race today. It was a bit of a ding-dong battle between you and Annabelle Luxford towards the end, but it was your run that really brought it home. How did it feel out here on this amazing course?
It's, I love racing. I love racing hard, and I even love it more when I win. So
funny that,
yeah, it's a nice way to round off a day, isn't it?
Now you've actually been in New Zealand for about 6 weeks or so. You actually came here for a 50th birthday, right? Yeah. And a few weeks ago you raced at the Port of Tauranga and won there as well. So all in all, pretty successful trip to New Zealand.
Yeah, I think I might have covered my airfare, which is always a bonus. I'm wondering if I can use tomorrow, if I whip out my trophy when I check in, if they'll upgrade me, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I'm not sure triathlon has that much. Yeah. You might have to become a tennis player or something like that to be able to get away with that kind of thing. Now, talk us through the day. You swim. I spoke to you earlier before, and you just said, look, I felt okay. The bike, you felt all right as well, but it is your run that's your weapon, I think it's fair to say. So did you feel pretty comfortable on the run?
Yeah, I felt comfortable. I tried to push it a little bit in that sort of third 5k. Yeah. I don't know if I did, but
because Garmin says she only did 15k's on the run.
Well, what happened obviously at that third 5k, I was going so fast it couldn't register what was happening.
And that's from the Northern Hemisphere, so it was like just struggling. It had to go all the way back there to then pick it up again, right?
It's like a mobile phone.
Yes. You're actually going to get a bill for that when you get home. Now, have you got any plans to come back to Australia at all and race? A few people were asking me whether you're doing Ironman New Zealand, and I was like, because they thought you were here just to race in New Zealand, but it's a long way to travel.
It's a hugely long way to travel. I'm heading home tomorrow with the intention of going to Panama and doing the 70.3 there. And if that goes well, I might have enough points for my Kona slot. It's difficult to tell this year because, of course, the goalposts have moved again. Yeah. So as athletes, we're kind of chasing our tails again.
Especially because you didn't race in Kona last year.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's going to be a fine line. And then if that doesn't happen, it would mean committing to an early season Ironman. And I have to think hard about whether I want to make the trip over to Melbourne or whether to choose one a little bit closer to home.
Now, I want to talk to you about your injury. You came back from mid last year from your Achilles injury. How's it feeling now? Do you ever get nervous? Does it ever sort of twinge a bit, or you're pretty much good to go now?
I think when you have an injury like that, anything that requires surgery or something that's been so ingrained for so long, it's always in the back of your head. It's that nasty little voice that's going, what if? But I've had, apart from when I first started to run last year in January, I kind of broke down again, and it took until the end of March until I was able to start running. And since then it's been amazing, and if I get to the end of March this year, it'll be a whole year of running, and that'll be the first time in about 3.5 years.
Wow.
So pretty exciting, yeah.
And you were saying before, you actually just love running. Forget about racing, you just love running, right?
Yeah, and when it's been taken away from you for so long, you miss that ability just to put on a pair of shoes and get out and about. And I live in a beautiful country, and there's nothing better than just lacing up the shoes and going and not wearing a watch and just enjoying running for what it is. And it's something that I think I want to be able to continue to do for the rest of my life, because it's easy, it's simple, and it's a good way to see things. We had a lot of fun here in New Zealand, my husband and I, doing some of the famous touristy things, but running them, trails that were supposed to take 5 days and we do in 5 hours. And we ran the Tongariro Crossing, which is one of the top 10 things to do in New Zealand, and most people take a day, and we were done in 2 hours 40, thinking great.
Love it. One last question. Kona's obviously the big goal this year, but will you go to Mont Tremblant for the 70.3 Worlds as well, or see how it pans out? Yeah,
my intention is to go to Mont Tremblant. I haven't been in Quebec for a long time. Not since I was at university, and we would go to Quebec for track running.
Oh right. You've lived everywhere.
Yeah. I have had a good time traveling around. And it's exciting when a championship race moves to somewhere new, because everyone's starting on the same foot. No one knows what the course is like. well, of course, if people have done 70.3 in long jump long, I suppose, yes, you do. But it's great that it's moving around because athletes are different, courses are different, different challenges. It gives different people a chance to shine.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, huge congratulations once again for your race here, and it's great to have you on this side of the globe, and hopefully we'll see you back here again one day.
Fingers crossed.